In the summer of 1937, Amelia Earhart was a global icon. The first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic, a magazine cover girl and darling of the press. So when she set off on what would be her last flight, a 29,000-mile circumnavigation of the Earth near the equator, the world was watching. Accompanying her was a navigator, Fred Noonan, who, like Amelia, was an experienced traveler. Together, they conquered much of the journey, crossing the Atlantic, navigating by dead reckoning and celestial navigation, flying over uncharted islands in the Indian Ocean, and finally reaching the Central Pacific, where only 7,000 miles remained for them to complete their journey. But then, on July 2nd, somewhere over the vast Pacific Ocean, near Gardner Island, Amelia's voice crackled over the radio, strained, fading, and uncertain. "We must be on you, but cannot see you. Our fuel is running low," she said, referring to the tanker plane that was supposed to refuel them. "We'll try again in 15 minutes on other frequencies." And just like that, silence. The last radio transmission of Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan ever. The U.S. government launched the largest air and sea search in history up to that time. Ships and planes combing an area twice the size of the United States, but finding nothing. No wreckage, no signal, no bodies. After 14 days, the search was called off, though rumors swirled. Some believed their Lockheed Electra crashed into the ocean and sank, the simplest explanation. But others, fueled by strange clues and intercepted radio messages, were not so sure. Across the Pacific, dozens of unconfirmed radio signals were reported by civilian listeners, some claiming to hear distress calls from a woman saying, "We are on a reef. The tide rising. We can swim from the reef, but the rest of the plane is under the water. We are close to an island, and we will leave the message here so that the boys can find us. If anyone can help us, please come quickly." These signals stopped within days, but raised questions. The plane sank immediately. How were their transmissions? Then came more clues. Skeletal remains, sextants, and women's shoe parts found on the remote Gardner Island. Now, Nikomororo. Could Earhart have survived the crash and died stranded? A photo surfaced in 2017. ALLEGEDLY, showing Earhart alive in Japanese custody on the Marshall Islands, but was later dismissed as misdated. Still, no definitive trace of the plane was ever found. Even modern tech hasn't cracked the case. Deep-sea sonar searches, DNA analysis, and forensic reconstruction of the Electra all returned more questions than answers. In 2018, a team from the History Channel found what they believe could be the plane's final resting place, 10,000 feet underwater. Analysis of the debris suggests it was the Electra, but it will be difficult to confirm without raising it to the surface. And that is easier said than done, considering its depth, the vessel's condition, and the strong currents around Gardner Island. With every passing year, new theories emerge and old ones are challenged. Did she crash and sink? Was she stranded? Or did she, as some suggest, become a spy, captured by the Japanese in the lead-up to World War II? It's a tantalizing thought, but there's little evidence to support it. What we do know is that Earhart's disappearance left behind radio static, wreckage rumors, and ghost signals that still echo through time. Today, Gardner Island is a wildlife reserve and part of the Indian Ocean, far from the reach of Google Maps and Street View cameras. But in 1937, Amelia and Fred flew right over this spot, unknowingly embarking on their final journey. Their Lockheed Electra soared above the endless blue, a tiny metal bird against the vast canvas of the sky. Somewhere beneath the waves, their plane may lie a watery grave in the middle of nowhere. Or perhaps it rests on a coral seabed, swallowed by the ocean and encrusted with shells. Inside, dust motes dance in the sunbeams that penetrate the murky water, illuminating a silent tomb. On the floor, a map of the world with a pencil line marking their route, a testament to their ambition and the cruel irony of their fate. Outside, The ocean surges, a constant reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of human endeavor. Here, in the heart of the Pacific, beneath the waves, lies the mystery of Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan, forever bound to the ocean depths. When you think about the greatest mysteries of the 20th century, what comes to mind? Is it Jack the Ripper, Unsolved? Is the mystery of the missing Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, unsolved? The assassination of John F. Kennedy, unsolved? Well, today we talked about the disappearance of Amelia Earhart. Do you have any theories? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, make sure to subscribe. See you next time.